everybody want the full Saturday party.
Yo, welcome to the AMF Show.
Tell everybody want the full Saturday party.
On Bars and Hoops Radio.
Tell everybody want the full Saturday party.
Yo, every Thursday night, without a doubt.
Tell everybody want the full Saturday party.
With our special guests, so check us out. Peace, everybody. Welcome to the AMF Show. I'm one of your hosts, Big Ra, one half of the Almighty Force Brothers. I'm here with my man, the street ball legend,
Kev Young.
And tonight, you know, we got a special guest in the building with us. You know, an MC. I heard this a baller. All right. You check your mic. All right.
Check.
Okay. Introduce yourself. We got introduce yourself, Queen.
How y'all doing? I go by the name of Fancy Laflare, repping that big borough by the name of Queens, and I'm here. Let's have fun. Bars and hoops. Right. That's my whole life right there. So
All right. So we're gonna get it started. Before we get into your story, you know, we just want to say, you know, to my brother out at ATL, you know, he was in the hospital. So we're going to say get well to my brother. We're going to say get well to my man Tiny, you know, the Bars and Hoops family. All right. We're going to say get well to Tiny. Spoke to him earlier today. All right. We're going to send our condolences to the Big Gills family, to the Summer family. You know, y'all put them away. Y'all put them away nice. You know, that was a street ball legend. You know, Big Gil, Lincoln Park, all the way. All right.
Michelob tournament.
Huh? Yeah.
I played with him in the Michelob tournament.
Yeah, man. Big Gil. You know, Big Gil was holding Lincoln Park down for a long time. When there were only two courts and the pool in there. You know, going way back. All right. For the kids, for the AMF kids, shout out to the AMF family, to the AMF kids. They had their media day last week, you know, where they got to take pictures, you know, from you know, with shot by no one. That's the photographer that was doing it, part of the AMF family. This week they start their games. All right, the 26th, Saturday. If you're not doing nothing in the afternoon, 121 Rockaway Boulevard. Okay, go check out the babies balling. Okay, so Fancy Laflare in the building with us.
Yes.
All right. If you could describe yourself in one word, what would the one word be?
Ooh.
And then if you could say, you know, why you chose that word.
Let me see. I'm going to say, let me see.
Take your time.
One word to describe me, I would say unexpected. I feel you never know what you will get from me. I feel like I'm an introverted extrovert in a sense where I might be, one day you might catch me, I might not talk much. The next day I might be talking your ear off. You know, it's unexpected. You never know what you might get on a daily. So I say unexpected. I like that.
So in the building tonight also, you know, we got recognized in the building. We got Stills the Great in the building with us. And we also got the legendary DJ Devon from Infinity Machine in the building with us. All right. Okay. So let's talk about music a little bit first.
Yeah.
All right. So how long first, you know, you're from Queens. You say Queens.
Yes.
You know, what area of Queens you from?
I'm from Hollis.
Okay.
Well, I live off of Hollis. I tell people from my block, I'm like, we from Hollis. They're like, no, you're from Shadyville, which is Queens Village. So I live off of Hollis. My family is from like St. Albans, Hollis, but consider Queens Village. It's all the same, though.
Yeah, a lot. You know, we got a lot of stars came out of Hollis.
Yes, a lot.
You know, I heard a few people names out of Hollis. Who's from Hollis? Run DMC, they from Hollis.
No, I don't know any basketball players from Hollis.
Ain't no
Sid, y'all know.
players from Hollis.
Sid, y'all know
basketball players from Hollis?
Yeah, I'm throwing shade. Yo.
Oh, okay.
Calm down.
All right. I'm calm.
I always hear a story about a Sid, tall,
Okay.
light-skinned Sid.
Talking about Sid Barnett?
Sid Barnett, yeah.
Yeah, referee.
Yeah.
He a referee.
My father tell me stories about
Sid
him.
used to play. Sid used to play back in the
Don't
day.
tell those stories.
I got you. Nah, Sid could ball though. Back in the
Yeah.
days, he used to play with the dudes from Baisley.
Yes.
He used to play with the dudes from Baisley. Herb, shout out to Herb. Nacy Day.
He went to college with my cousin,
Okay.
Briscoe.
Okay.
Tim Briscoe.
Tim is your cousin?
Yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah.
Wow.
You know
We
he
had
been
Tim
on the
up
show?
here.
Yeah.
We had Tim on here a couple of times.
didn't know
TMP. Shout out Tim Briscoe, Ghost, all
I
y'all.
know that. Yeah, that's my
TMP.
cousin.
See how the world go?
Yeah, we
Family.
family.
He played with Tim and them. I
Forget
had him.
Yeah.
I had him on a few of my teams. I had Tim,
Oh.
but it wasn't no constant thing. But he played with them longer.
Oh wow.
He played. I had Tim on.
Oh,
All right, that's
wow.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Sid was like an op. He was a good op, though. He was a good op.
All right, shout out Tisha. Tisha ate a lot. You got to check out the Tisha Ate a Lot show on Facebook, right? You got to check out the Tisha Ate a Lot show every Sunday from 9 to 11. Every Sunday on Facebook. Tisha Ate a Lot show. Be playing all the old school jam, all the old school music. That baby making music. Yo,
I was watching some YouTube, and you play ball, huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
You was any good?
Yeah, I was decent. You know what I mean? I was decent. I played all my life. I played since I was 5.
Wow.
Until now, I still play here and there.
Okay.
If it's some of my old teammates, if it's a tournament, I might jump in and play with them. But yeah, I grew up.
Talk about that first.
Yeah.
You talk about your bowling first.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Talk
You know,
about it. All right. So tell us about your basketball career.
So again, I started at 5. So my cousin Tim Briscoe. So we actually lived on the same block. He's my father and Tim. They're first cousins, and then I don't know if you know his son Tim Briscoe. We're the same line. So Tim, he coached for Positive Direction.
Positive Direction.
Yeah,
We know about Positive Direction.
I played under Joanne for years,
Okay.
from the age of 5.
Okay.
I went to Francis Lewis High School at that time. I don't know what the high school brackets look like or the high school classes look like as far as basketball. But back then, I know Francis Lewis, we were definitely one of the top schools in Queens.
Okay.
We just would never make it to the Garden because we'll get knocked off by like Bertram or something. Bertram had Epiphany and crazy. Erica Murrow, they had everybody.
Okay.
And then going into college, I had a few looks, some D1s, some D2s. The coaches.
You humble.
Just a few. I say that to say I ended up going to D3 for academics.
Okay.
I just made that decision. I loved ball, and then like the coach that was like St. Joseph's in Jersey was looking at me. Then the coach got fired, and everything everything was just turmoil. Like everything that was supposed to happen just didn't happen. Right. And I still played. I played D3, but it wasn't the.
I heard you like biochemist or something like that. I did my homework.
Yeah,
I did my homework.
Check you out. Check you out. Yo, what's up, Tiny? Tiny checking in, man. Gave you a shout out, brother. Get well soon, my brother. So we got work to do.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yo, I went to Francis Lewis too, right?
Oh, you did?
That's right.
I didn't. Okay. Check it.
I went there, but I didn't go there.
You went through.
I went through there.
Would you? Okay.
But yeah, I
that
was in there
counts.
with I forgot the teacher's name, man. I don't know the teachers, but they used to Bayside used to always come down there and play us Turp and them guys.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Albie. You remember
Jennings,
Albie?
Jennings was there, right? John Jennings.
I don't know if he's younger than I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tim, was you was around there with like Tim Snake, Tim, right?
No, with Albie. Albie, light-skinned Albie from over there by Basie.
From Albie, used to be in Lincoln.
Yeah, he had a brother, dark-skinned brother named, I think, Larry.
Yeah.
His brother?
Yeah. So Albie was playing.
Yeah, Kevin was still young, I think.
Yeah.
That's his name anyway, Kevin Young.
Yeah, I was going back. Y'all talking about the 70s or something, man.
Yeah. That's 70s stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
70s for sure.
What's that name?
Life with Kristen.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, life.
That's my daughter. She's tuning in from Florida.
Okay, I had divine daughter. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So you had office, but you went to a D3.
Yeah.
Because of the study of biochemistry.
Yeah, I was a bio major, and I had an academic scholarship, and it just made sense, just trying to figure out life. When you're 18 and you think you have it all, well, I thought I did, and nothing that I planned worked out. I'm not in any biology related work field, so it didn't even work out that way.
Look at that.
So
look at the room.
So
nobody did what they wanted to do.
Listen, hey, I took accounting, right? I took human behavior. I work for the city.
Okay.
Okay. So I retired.
Nice.
I work in the medical hospital.
Yeah.
You think I wanted to do that? No. I can't wait to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but it paid the bills.
Yeah,
so
right.
so that's part of growing up.
Yeah,
you gotta do what's in front of you.
Exactly.
Right?
Gotta figure it out.
The bills are still gonna be due.
Yep, and you gotta get paid.
Yeah. So when you balled, who you compared yourself to? Like who your game is like because like lady basketball is big right now. Listen, I started watching it really maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah. It's funny because I've never been compared to any female ballers ever. Okay. My teammates used to joke and say that I didn't play defense, so I played like a Melo or a Paul Pierce type of thing, real bully ball, and then I'll be there, y'all. I'll be there when I be there. I'm gonna get back on defense.
Both of them going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Melo already, right?
Yeah, Melo's in there. Melo's in there.
Listen. People overrate defense sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a coach. You say
yeah. Sometimes. Now let me stop.
Yeah, they ain't. Do not listen to these recommendations.
Yeah, please though. Any young bowlers out there, don't play defense, please.
Okay.
But yeah. So.
All right. So. Anything else you want to share, bowling? You playing in these street ball tournaments?
Yeah, I haven't played in a summer tournament in a while. There's actually a referee I connected with recently, and he's trying to get me into like Rose Classic. I think it's a Bowling in the Sun. Gersh, he has teams that's playing in Gersh.
Yeah, Gersh is popping.
Yeah, Gersh is, and I saw the text messages. I saw Gersh. I said, if I'm gonna play in Gersh, I'm gonna have to warm up practice a few weekends and be ready because I already know the caliber of talent that's playing. Like all those girls that I'm still friends with them on Instagram and stuff, and they still bowling, still top tier talent. So
because the Lady X-Men be playing, playing out there, right?
Lady
X-Men, I heard they
tough.
You
who else? Erica Morrow. She was playing that. I always name her because when I was in high school as a freshman, she was like the epitome of like the college ball player that I wanted to be. Like she was the first college ball player that I saw in person, played against them in high school, but then the next year I'm watching her on TV playing with Syracuse. So it was like, wow, like that's, so I always bring up Erica Morrow because she was the first person I saw.
She was because wasn't she led the nation in scoring?
I think she did have a scoring title with Syracuse. I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, but yeah.
For my female lady basketball.
Yeah, man, I love it, and I'm
popping right now.
I love the nature of women's basketball right now. Like it's which I feel we should have the light should have been shown on us a little bit. Maybe 10 years ago, but we got to thank the Dawn Staleys, the Maya Moores, the Candace Parkers, the Sue Birds, everybody that built it brick by brick. So now people are actually watching, and it's like, wow, like this is dope.
And soon the money gonna come.
Yes,
right.
Yes,
that's more money. That's how it go.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So
soon the money. So let's get into the music part.
All right.
we got a couple of joints. We got DJ Devon in the building. You want to play something first and then talk about it? Or you want to just get into your music?
We can get into it. We can get into it first. And then we could play something.
Okay. We're just trying to have some fun tonight.
So let's talk. So what motivated you to start? Like getting into, rapping or whatever?
I would say honestly, my father. Like I would thank my father and my mother as well. But those rides to the summer tournaments, those rides to practice every Saturday, Sunday in the car with my father, and I have no choice but to listen to what he's listening to.
Right.
And he instilled that, my liking for like real hip hop, that Pharoah Monch, that Run DMC, it's so many to name, Nas, like, and just hearing those artists and me just forming a liking to music, and not just any music. Like, I'm listening to real lyricists, and it's just motivated me to want to get out there. And I mean, I'm speaking in regards to when I was a kid. I didn't really start doing it or taking it seriously until like maybe 2018. But all my friends knew, like, I will always play around, freestyle here and there, play with it. But I took it serious in 2017. So I would say my father is definitely a motivating factor for that, for sure.
Like one of the first pieces Devon sent, I was like, oh. I was like, yo, she's dope. I was like, yo, Devon, she dope.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
So all right. And how long you been doing it? You said you got serious about it since like 2018?
Yes, officially 2017. And it's ironic because everything just fell in line. Like certain looks that, like right now is going on, I'm pushing like almost 10 years, right? But my first year or two when I started, like I did a show out in Cali. I went out to Atlanta for a show. I got the chance to meet Jermaine Dupri. Okay. Like everything just fell in line to the point it's like,
so you're doing shows and everything.
Yeah. Right? It's like these things are not happening. Like this is supposed to happen. It's a reason why everything is happening all in like the 2-year time span of me just starting. So, and I've been going ever since. I slowed up a little bit in the past year or so just to like take a mental break and get my creative juices flowing. But yeah, it's been a solid 7 years, 7 years. So
yeah, I can tell you got appreciation for the lyrics. I was listening to some raps.
Yeah,
there was one record. I was like, how the hell she catch her breath?
Yeah, me too, Ken.
Yeah, man. When she gonna take a breath? And then when you broke, I heard the breath. I heard the breath. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that.
She mentioned Pharoah Monch.
Yeah.
I mean, those lyricists.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was appreciating,
Yeah.
All right, so let's hear something. Devon.
Yo, you know what I like, right?
I already know.
You already know. I love this song. When I heard it, I was like, yo, this is one of them.
Yeah, I think I heard this on the call away.
Rock roll.
Oh yeah. Come on, girl.
I lost my uncle and my grandma to that cancer, nigga. And I can't even understand it, nigga. Uncle Fats was like my second pops. Never thought that I could ever manage losing him. I swear it did a lot of damage with the rapping and the cameras. I was in a slump. I wasn't worried about a verse. Was hoping you'll make it till January 1st. Damn, was 4 tough and way too tired for suicide. But I swear I thought about depressive stuff like damn, why my grandma swear she had the purest soul. And I know it's a cure for cancer, but population control. Last July I seen my uncle. He was walking on his own. Once he got that tumor on his brain is when it all started to fold. Heart cold, cause I missed the fuck out of my uncle, man. Make it with this rap shit for some couple years. It was the plan. I just wanna hear him say, hey fancy baby, one more again. I swear I never lied, I never fucking said just to get that man back. I hope you understand that. It's fuel to the fire. From here now, I'm a flame tracks was right there with you. Left that house, got that call, not even an hour later. That pain was so detrimental. I never forget it. And if heaven hit tickets, I cop a few so me and you can just chill and we kick it. Looking through pictures and I'm just steady reminiscing. And it hits me, you no longer here. And I just get this shit as oof. Say what's up to Poppy, Uncle Bernie, and to Poppy too. I know grandma up there running shit. I picture visuals. I got a lot of built up anger, and I'm just waiting to get tempted. Where I leave a bitch's condition and critical.
Yeah.
I mean that. You heard the saying, hurt people. 2020 was a bad year. It was so fecal, but I'm praying that 2021 will be no sequel. Can I bear another year losing no more of my people? I know grandma up there running shit. I picture visuals. Grandma, I will leave a bitch's condition and critical. When I think about my Uncle Fats, I get the shivers too. Say what's up to Hobby, Uncle Bernie, and to Poppy too. I know grandma up there running shit. I picture visuals. Promise I will leave a bitch's condition and critical. When I think about my Uncle Fats, I get the shivers too. Yeah, look, heart of a lion. I just be flowing, I hardly be trying. I feel like iconic as a woman whose heart is in Zion. All of this pain and I'm feeling same pressure I'm applying. Stick your chin up, make eye contact when you talking to a giant. Tired of being modest, y'all ain't stopping me. Whipping ass and taking names, yeah, I'm in the side of me. Oftentimes I wonder if I make my grandma's proud of me. And then I think about how I'm killing shit, I'm like, I gotta be. You shitting me, dog, I knuckle up, yeah, we can get it in brawl. That's simply talking about the famine, that's no effort involved. Blood is way thicker than water, I've been through it before. And family over everything, you see that in my core, is you mistaken? All sleep niggas should be awakened. Until I get this cake, I'ma keep baking. I swear to God above it, you gon' hold me to the statement. I'ma make it for my uncle video shoot, he was skating and that support. All I ask is for some love and I no other sort. For up and coming lyricists, I swear I own the fort. Notice that such and such ain't never like my post before. And what's her name ain't never share a post. Like, damn, you my homie. And then I be like, sorry, it's a lot. It's a lot. I was trying to refrain from cursing. My bad.
Yo,
a lot of cursing. Okay.
You can fucking curse.
Yo, this song, I want her to tell y'all about this song because the reason why it touched me so much is because I knew her Uncle Fats.
Yeah. Okay.
And when I heard it, I was like,
in the song,
yo, and then how she just flipped the cancer thing about population control.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like,
I heard that earlier.
You know, we all lost somebody to cancer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this hit home when I heard it.
Right.
So I told her, I said, yo, we got to play this one first.
Yeah.
And then y'all could do whatever y'all want after that.
All right.
You heard the pain there.
Yeah. So so talk about that joint a little, you know?
Yeah, so that one, like Divine stated, that was in tribute to my uncle who we lost to prostate cancer. One of those cancer, I forget what part, but and you know, it was tough for my family because it was so quick. Like it was just came okay, and then it just like we literally saw the changes. And I said it in the song, like I seen him walking on his own, and once he got the tumor on his brain is when it all started to fold. It's like, wow, you know, and it makes you, in hindsight, like everybody says cherish every moment, but it really, every time I listen to that song, it's like I might have gotten to it with my mother. And it's like, I listen to that song and I call her and it's like, what's up, Ma? You good? Because these seconds that we're not speaking, it's a chance to, tomorrow's not promised for me, you, anybody. So, it hit her. And then I also lost my grandmother to cancer. And in my family, we haven't had any, like, because it's my father, he has 7 siblings. They was all running through Hollis. So I probably ran into one of them, whatever. But 7 siblings and just a tight-knit family. And my grandmother was the first big loss we had. Then my uncle who lost his life to cancer. So it was tough. But that song, I used to couldn't even listen to that song. But now I listen to it, it makes me smile. Like that was 5 years ago. Like it reminds me of how strong the family is. Like it was a tough loss for us, extremely tough, but we made it through, and now we can laugh about it because my Uncle Fats, he was the joke, not to call him a joke, but he was the jokester. Like it don't matter, serious situation, sad situation, he's gonna crack a joke and we all gonna be dying laughing, and the atmosphere is just gonna be different. And he was the life of the family, so we just making sure we keep that life lit and keep pushing, and keeping his name in memory for sure. So yeah.
Shout out to Karen, Sedan. I hear y'all at the NFL draft. The Giants going to do. The Jets going to do. Oh, I don't know. Sedan, make sure the Giants get a good pick. What's up? Okay. So before we go into another joint, like, what's your you know, I mean, there I heard that it was your family that inspired you. You had any other inspiration, like music or any like other artists or anybody like that?
Oh yeah, definitely Nas. You know, I'm gonna shout out Queens first, Nas, you know.
Okay.
Huge. I say Missy Elliott, everybody, because she's not a lyricist, you know. She's an entertainer.
She's an entertainer, definitely.
You know, and when it came to videos, like a lot of my videos I shot myself, but I always
checked out your video. I checked out. No, go ahead,
okay.
Finish
but yeah, a lot of my videos I shot myself, and if I didn't shoot them myself, I at least edited them myself. And Missy was always gonna give you something to keep your eyes glued. You know, it wasn't just a normal video. I'm in the corner with a bunch of people behind me rapping. You know, I always tried to think out the box. So she was definitely somebody that motivated me as far as like creatively thinking, like visually, you know, how can I be different? So I would say Nas, Missy, J. Cole. He's actually, J. Cole is actually my number one favorite artist. Because around the time I started listening to him was when he dropped his mixtape, The Warm Up. And we were going through the same things. Like he's talking about he's in college. He tried out for the basketball team, didn't make it. I was on the team, you know, but I don't know about all that. I mean, it was D3, of course not. But
hey, listen, you play high school too, right?
Yeah. But yeah, definitely J. Cole, Kendrick. He's my second. So I would say those main four. Okay. Nas, J. Cole, Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick for sure. Yeah. So yeah.
You know, you ain't say Drake. You go.
I like it.
Nobody says Drake. Yo.
They don't say Drake no more.
Nobody says Drake.
Oh, man.
That question for Canada. Wow. Ask Canada that question.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I hated Drake since 2009.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't even paying them no attention. Yeah, I probably was.
I rode down south with my daughters, man, and that's all they was playing, man. I got so sick of that. Man, I ain't want to talk about them. Let's move on.
All right. You know, so if so let's talk about your videos, right? Because like the one I like is when y'all like would be doing ATL.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Talk about your videos.
And that's when I go back to saying like everything just happened. Like Jermaine, like all these opportunities happened within my first 2 years. So in the video, on the actual song I have on Apple Music and iTunes everywhere, it's just me on the song. In the video, I happened to get the guy from the actual movie in the video. So my cousin is a videographer, and one of my favorite movies is ATL because my family's from the South, and I always wanted to go to high school in the South and have that high school like Southern feel, have a locker, but you know, New York is different. So
the roller skate.
Yeah, roller skate, go to the roller rink with your friends and stuff like that. And I love ATL, and you know, just creatively, like I created the song. I had this song written out for years, and I finally recorded it. I told my cousin about it. My cousin's a videographer. He's like, yo, that's crazy. I just shot I'll Be Back. That's the guy, he played Brooklyn in the movie.
Right.
He's like, I was just with him. I was like, oh really? He's like, oh, I sent him your song. So I was like, okay. And then like a week later, randomly, he posts the guy Brooklyn from the movie. He posted on his Instagram my song and him rapping on top of it. Okay. I was like, okay. And then we connected, and then it fell in place. And then since I touched base with him for this video, I was like, I gotta get a skating rink. I don't care how much. I regret it to this day. Still on that credit card, but I didn't care how much. It just had to make sense. It just had to make sense. And I called the rink and I was like, please, can I, and whatever you could do for me. I need this space for at least 5-6 hours. I invited all my family. I think we celebrated my cousin's birthday that night, and we just had a good time. And my other cousin, who's also a videographer, he shot it physically with his camera, but as far as the editing, I did all of that. Okay. Yeah, I like to have a little bit of creative control over how the video looks, but That's my out of all my videos, that's my baby. I cherish that video too.
That's definitely official. I think you put that one there, right? Official video.
Yeah. I put official. Yeah, that's my baby right there. That's one video I can say there's nothing I could say I regret or nothing I could say I didn't do, or I don't think back and say, damn, I could have did this differently. I think the way it happened was the way it was supposed to happen. And it worked out. And organically, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot to most people, but no ads, no paid promotion, no nothing. I have like was close to like 2.5K authentic views. I pride myself on that. So
definitely.
Yeah. Authentic.
Definitely. Wow, I gotta back up. Whoa. What I got here, you know what I'm saying? This diamond right here in the rough, man. I'm like, yo, in awe listening to her. Just go. I'm telling her to relax and be careful. You know, you'll be good. She got me. I'm nervous now.
Appreciate you, Divine.
So let's say you could sign with any label right now. Like, what label would you know? And I'm saying, and if you still shopping your stuff, to get something major, because from what I heard, you already major and you got mad. Listen, you got mad work on there. That's why when I was like, put your name on there. I text him and I text my brother. I was like, look, yo, mad work on here. Like, that's a lot of work. I was like, I was getting tired. I was like, damn, that's which because I was saying, like, because you said you started in 2018. I was like, come on, like that's a lot. You did a lot in this like few years. Let's hear something else. Let's hear something else before we continue. So what you got?
Oh, y'all waiting for me to get it? Okay. Let's see.
Shout out to John Perry.
We just trying to have some fun tonight.
You on my way, I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. If it ain't positive vibes, ain't nothing to say, baby. I got a lot on my plate, and you on my way, Yep. Friday night at the Cascade, time rolling through. I'm trying to make multiple moves while you hitting my line, boy, I'm over you. I'm trying to live comfortable with no fabrication, one love, one heart, like I was Jamaica. Shout out to Bob Marley, you niggas who do tired like a Harley. My ex want me back talking foo shit. New year, new me, whole new tricks. And he was in the mall buying boo shit. But I heard he wasn't paying for that new shit. Boy, I'm on a whole new time. And fuck for your homeboy, steady co-signing, steady running your mouth. You trying to come over my house? But let's be clear, this my daddy house. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Let's be clear, this my daddy house. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Let's be clear. I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. If it ain't positive vibes, ain't nothing to say, baby. I got a lot on my plate, and you on my way, Yeah, I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. If it ain't positive vibes, ain't nothing to say, baby. I got a lot on my plate, and you on my. Got a new flex, why you all on my body like crew necks? Pretty boy, what did you expect? You could never get it straight. Far from a vertex, it's the weekend, and me and my bitches unapologetic, and I ain't saying sorry. Hit up my new flex, told him about this kickback, and he said Judy party, yeah. And if I get the chance, I ain't play with him. To death to his party, I'ma stay with him until your bitches steady looking, steady hating. Listen, I don't wanna kick it with you, talk with you, skate with you. At the party, with you tryna have fun. Introduce him to my friends, now he's thinking he the one. He said he from the Ville, never been where I'm from. I told him I told him son, cause he shine like one. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Let's be clear, this my daddy house. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Let's be clear. Yeah, I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby. I gotta skate, baby.
Kevin gave her the green light, boy. He gave her the green light. She's taking it. No stop signs.
I got a lot on my plate, and you on my way, Yeah, I gotta wait. He can't get the picture, still calling my phone.
I said, could you see I moved on? I just want to have a good time, have a good vibe with my friends and my family. Boy, I'm so over you. You could compare me to can of peas. Yeah.
All right.
That's making me like this music. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, God.
Now, in that
What's
record,
going on?
was you telling the boy, this is my daddy house, so respect it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, see, I like
yeah. Basically.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my father
that,
too.
man.
He on YouTube. I know he watching. Shout out to my real daddy. What's up? And my mother too. I know they both looking
Who that,
together.
Simon Ball?
Call in.
Henry Williams. He probably don't even know how to do it.
Call in.
Well, Dad, good job. You know what I'm saying?
All right. If anybody want to call in?
Yeah, I was told not to put this number up, man. Huh? All right. I wish I would make up your mind.
You can put it up and take it right there.
You know.
You know? Yeah, so Kev, you're about to put the number up, but the song is dope.
Thank you.
The song is dope. And that was the one I was just talking about.
Yes.
That you did the video for.
Yep.
So back to what I was asking you before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you had the opportunity to sign with anybody today, who would it be? Like what you looking at?
I think it would definitely have to be Dreamville with J. Cole. And I say that because I feel like my style of artistry would mesh with the rest of the artists on Dreamville. And honestly, a lot of the beats that I rap over are J. Cole type beats. Like if you go to YouTube and type in J. Cole type beats, that's like my whole like feel and like vibe of music. And I just feel like it would be a cohesiveness. Like I feel like if I were to sign with, let's say, a different label, I ain't gonna throw one out there. I just feel like it just might, or like let's say CMG. So that's Yo Gotti, Memphis, a whole bunch of Memphis artists.
Right.
I don't think I would be a good look. A good fit. You know, I just don't think it would mesh well. So I would say even like a TDE, Kendrick, or Dreamville, yeah, definitely.
Right, I could see that. I could see listening to a few of your joints. I could see the fit definitely with J. Cole.
Yeah, we gotta give him a call. We gotta give J. Cole a call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you if you did that already.
Nah, not yet. I've been trying to get his attention. I stalk his page. I tag it. Listen. He probably he should know my Instagram page by now. He might have me blocked.
You got hip hop. You got hip hop royalty standing over there.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure the mind could break down any barriers getting to J. Cole.
Yo, I'm gonna try, man. And I'm just amazed at this young woman right now.
Thank you.
And I gotta put her effort out. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to some of the old school cats, and I'm quite sure somebody like Bar Son from the Furious 5, I need a hookup. I need you to get in contact with J. Cole, Curtis Blow. I'm reaching out to all you pioneers. Yo, I got the future right here for us, man. Come on.
The future.
Appreciate
definitely in the building.
Thank you.
No, the future. Let's go into something else, Divine. We got this going.
Oh, you swept me off my feet, baby. Oh, you swept me off my feet, baby. I got a vibe. Oh, you wanna ride?
Lady Miz, check in. Check her out.
My demise, baby.
Chuck, I know you on the check in.
Fly, baby. Oh, you swept me on my look. Oh, you swept me off my feet, such a surprise, baby. Tried to not show my feelings, such a demise, baby. I got a vibe, if you wanna vibe, come on, let it fly, baby. I'm down to ride, if you down to ride, come on, let it be my baby. Oh, you swept me off my feet, such a surprise, baby. Tried to not show my feelings, such a demise, baby. I got a vibe, if you wanna vibe, come on, let it fly, baby. I'm down to ride. If you down to ride, come on and be my baby. Love. Hold on 1 second. Some of the niggas that I fuck with in the past, they definitely taught me a lesson. With the quick fast, I definitely tell nigga, listen, you gotta go and get the step in. For you, boy, that is no question. I'm not in the streets and I don't believe in snitching. But look, here I go fucking confessing. Here I go looking wide open. Can't keep focused. Damn it, I can't control it. And I Billy scratch the surface. Okay, me full of love, I'm like, no way. Even though this goes for I don't even trust myself on a rainy day. Yeah, I'ma save you the heartbreak, baby. No, you ain't got ill intentions. Every time I start to feel comfortable, I freeze up at that very instant. And I don't do well in expressing myself, plus I don't know if you pretending. And I hold grudges, wait. This is myself and I start to itch and fiending for you. Get me hot like a machine or you treat me like royalty, I'm spoil you. I could put my pride aside as long as you please stay loyal. Baby, you high halitosis, feeling real explosive. I would love you with emotion. I took a sip of your potion, boy, I'm feeling you no joking. Oh, you swept me off my feet, such a surprise, baby. Trying to not show my feelings, such a demise, baby.
Yo, J. Cole, we coming at you. We coming at you, Jay.
You done to ride, if you done to ride, come on and be my baby. Oh, you swept me off my feet, such a surprise, baby. Trying to not show my feelings, such a demise, baby. I got a vibe, if you wanna vibe, come on, let it fly, baby. I'm down to ride, if you done to ride, come on and be my baby. You swept me off my feet, hey.
That's the
You
mind.
swept me off my feet, hey. You swept me off my feet.
Yo, it made me want to do this.
Turn up, turn up.
It's smooth, man. It's smooth. You can listen to it. It's not all over the place, and it just has meaning. That's what I like about it.
You understand.
Right. And I'm not saying it because she's here. I'm saying it because I'm a DJ. And I will play this, you know. I will play something like this,
right?
You know, and people won't be looking at me cross-eyed. Yo, Divine, what you doing, man? You playing the new stuff? Say, listen to it.
This is good new stuff.
This is good news. This is good news. All you Christians out there, this is good news.
From the ground up production, Lady Miz,
Lady
Miz, Radio Assassin, right? Okay. Thanks for the check-in. What's up? All right. We got the artist. Fancy Laflare in the building. Got the artist Fancy Laflare.
Yes.
All right.
Yo, Chuck, we're gonna have to put a slide in for her for June 28th, man, in Springfield Park reunion.
I know Divine can make it happen.
Okay.
You know?
That's easy.
Things, I know that's easy. But I'm saying some other things might be, you know. We know we old, but we still be doing some shows.
That's right.
Yeah, we get out there. But you know, every time we have someone on, before we get into a few more songs, or at least one more song, you know, we always ask whoever comes on, you know, to give like words of encouragement, you know, to anybody, that's I'm watching. You know, and from, you know, what, you know, things that you already said, I'm sure that you could like influence, you know, anybody that's watching. It don't have to be about music or ball. It could just be in general. But if you want to touch on either one of those things, it's great too.
I would say cherish and conquer each day. Just to go back to my previous point, every day is not promised. And you know, like when as an artist standpoint, and even on a basketball tip, but just in life general, like, you know, I would push myself, like, even when I'm exhausted, you know, I work extra 3 hours at work and I got to get this verse done. I got to get this album done. And I still set time aside to get it done. So I would say, you know, conquer the day. If you can't attain all your goals in one day, split it in half and conquer them the next day. But as long as you're making strides and steps to being a better person, taking steps towards your goal, towards, you know, whatever you want to attain at the end of the day, that's what counts. Sometimes, you know, it's the short steps rather than the long strides that, you know, that count at the end of the day. So I would say, you know, take it day by day and try to conquer each day and try to feel present in each day. I know, like today, I was like, damn, it's Thursday already. Like, what happened? What did I do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? And it's like, that's time you can't get back. And, so, just cherish each day and conquer the day and be present and live each day like it's your last. So,
Okay.
See? That's that academic scholarship.
That's that biology degree.
Listen. And from the ground up, they was like saying hello, Fancy.
Hey, how you doing? From the ground up productions. How you doing?
Yeah. And then they, they a great organization. They do podcasts as well. Help artists, give them in different ways. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So they're a good connect too. So nice. They'll be out in Queens on June 28th. Oh, you come through, out in Springfield. You come
Springfield
through.
Day?
Yeah. Lady Miz, give me a call. We're gonna hook it up. We're gonna get on your podcast. You know that.
Yeah. Make it happen. Okay. Because listen, you're already doing what you do. You're already on your way or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
thank you.
So you're already doing it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that we all could do to help, like my man sitting over here quiet, like I'm saying, they got like 10 shows on Bars and Hoops. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it's a good connect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a good connect. Yeah. And I'm saying I wish like when back in the days when I was doing it that I had like people like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They for that support. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know? So Divine, let's hear something else, right? Let's hear something else.
Well, I only got 3 and I played the 3. Now I don't know if she want to freestyle.
I could give you
She could freestyle. I could give her some old school stuff because she mentioned somebody's name and I could throw that on, I don't like surprising you with stuff, but I'm going to hit you with one of my favorite songs.
Okay. Okay. I like this. Queens. Look. Look, I heard that chivalry's dead. I'm pulling chairs. They must be sick in the head to think that they can fuck with me. A different species was bred. I lyrically carry all these tools I'ma shed to the point that when they ask for fire lyrics, I nail it to the head precisely. I should dress this pen I write with in white tees. Since the day I started this rapping, I'm like, oh yeah, they like me. Way more deaf than so. I'm a brat when it comes to the promo, cause everyone should see me flighting. In other words, I'm on the level up. Did it register? Compared to me, you need like 10 of you. Gotta do better, bruh. FOE the model, only blood don't get the message. Yeah, out of pocket. Gotta rely it. Your morals nebulous, gotta be kidding. You Nostradamus, I'm Nas, it was written. Royalty claiming queens, I swear I'm owed all recognition. Until the days that non-supporters start throwing attention would be the day I remind them there's no hope for redemption. Player, or this flavor, lyrical savior. I preach the gospel like, oh yeah, go ahead and tap your neighbor and drop that monetary paper in that plate that grades to get the collection plate on that side. We'll get to the sermon later. And I swear I vow to never make a fuss. All these stages I done bypass flow, sending them cancerous is all lead, lyrical ball heads. When I'm jamming up and I aim for the chin, cause Rico, you's a motherfucker. And that's a fact though. Do it major, real macro. I'm about to start collecting these bodies. Hand me my lasso. Better watch out how these corns roll. Once you hit your peak, then they twist up their style. But see, that was just a plateau. And
she made me look. Oh, she made me look. I said, who is this person with me? Who are you?
All right.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Thank you.
God bless your lungs. Shit.
Yo, nah, you killed that.
Thank you.
I know, Big Shot. I know you watching, Now, my brother here to be right next to you, trying to jump in next.
Somebody call 911.
Whoa. Hey, like when the first thing he sent me, I said, I told him, she dope, and then I told somebody else, this sister, she like doing it like I don't hear no other female MCs doing it right now. You know what I'm saying?
And let me tell you, this guy is an MC, and when he told me, let me tell you, he prompted me to listen to it. He said she's dope. I said, okay, let me really get into this. Because Rob be spit some deaf lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
I said, all right. Like, now you don't, you know, I'm saying, you know, I don't down nobody because it's all entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of people, you know, they not lyrically sound.
Politically correct.
Yeah.
You know?
No. Please elaborate. I want to know what you mean.
What I mean is,
don't get in trouble now.
It's not the lyrics. You know, they got people interested in some people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good mind, boy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Walking.
You know, I'm just saying. But this is lyrics right here. This is bars right here. Where we at? Bars and hoops.
Bars and hoops.
Right?
Word.
Yo, you killed that though.
Thank you. Appreciate
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Thank
Killed
you.
that. You know.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but I'm saying
all right.
it's different. We had other females.
Okay.
Come on. I got mad respect for everybody, right? I got mad respect for everybody. There's some female lyricists out there.
Yeah.
I'm saying, especially the old school female lyricists. Let me just get that straight.
What?
All right.
I think what I'm saying, you're the best we had on here.
Okay.
You know?
Wow.
See, I ain't go that far, but
I'm saying that.
you know,
Thank you.
I'm not in the rap game, so y'all come at me. I might bounce a basketball off your head or some shit. You know? I don't care about all that.
Yeah,
But you're the best we had on here. You know.
Thank you.
You dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You dope.
Hey, my Aunt Renee and Pastor Terry's on here.
They on there?
Hey,
What's
how y'all
up?
doing?
What's up?
All right. Okay.
And that's all that matters.
Renee Jones. Let me see the Wildest Wake Up Show. All right. Salute to the South Side. All right. The Wildest Wake Up Show. All right.
Yeah,
That's
Southside. Did you hear her border on I'm from Hollis and the other side? She was bordering around the border.
Yeah, it's funny. So it's these group of guys I met through music. They from Rochdale, and usually when we go to do shows or whatever, and they're performing, like they from Queens, so you know we big Queens. But when they go on stage, they say, "When I say South, y'all say side," and they look at me and be like, "Fancy, that's not for you." But when I say South, y'all say side. And I'll be like, "Man, all right, y'all got it."
Yeah, you know, but back in the days, we were like cool. We was cool with everybody. Coming from Hollis, you know, I remember when Roselle is down at the Roots. You know, he used to come to we used to be in USA skating rink. I'm going like way back in the 80s, you know, but you know, we always had like respect, you know, for brothers on that side of time. Definitely like Running D.
Yeah,
you know,
In hip hop, not basketball.
Yeah.
Hey, say it.
Yeah. I got my father's watching. When I tell you, he always brings up Sid.
Your father knows.
Oh
Your
my
father
gosh.
knows,
Yes,
you know?
he told me stories. He's told me stories.
Well, you know, Southside is the mecca of hip hop. Southside was a proving ground for everybody. Everybody came to the Southside.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was inspired by what we was doing at Fantasia, ISH, Jamaica Armory, Lincoln Park, 48 Park. That was the starting point.
Right.
You know, not saying that we was first, but we're saying that was the starting point. That's where all the influence came from.
Yeah.
You know.
And then all of a sudden, Run DMC busted out. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know,
but they used to come. I'm gonna go back and see if you remember this, right? Like Curtis Blow, people like that. They used to bring Run over to like Banwick Park.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
They used to be, you know.
Run
was I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Run was the son of Curtis Blow.
He called Run the son of Curtis Blow. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And like LL, come on, when the Fantasia and the scene in those clubs, like, yo, he's just being there chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like dude and Queen, you know, we're just chilling.
You
know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
We're just chilling. Yo, you know, me and my brother, we used to go to the Bronx. It was different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Bronx.
What did we
not bring that up?
All right, we ain't gonna do that. That's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother
We go
show.
to the Bronx and we at the party, and all of a sudden you hear people going, "Yo, they from the Queen. They from Queen. They from Queen."
Yeah.
Make our way to the door.
They did that in Brooklyn too. You know, Brooklyn was the same thing.
But Brooklyn, we used to just go. We used to be in Brooklyn all the time. It was different,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, shout out my mother. She from Brooklyn. She's
okay. You know,
yeah,
yeah, you know, that was.
So you said Sid was your uncle?
No, so no. Sid's not my uncle. So Sid. So all right, Tim Briscoe.
Yeah.
That's my cousin. That's my father's first cousin, right? So my father was always around them. He was always at Hollis days and all that. You probably know Wolf. If you don't know my father, so my uncles were more so out there in the streets. My father was more the laid back. My father's name is Wolf. My uncle Fats. I had an uncle Bernie that ran on Hollis real tough.
Bernie.
Oh, he was young Bernie. You know,
we're all not saying anything.
So G Money, right? I don't know if y'all know DJ G Money.
They know G Money.
Yeah, you know G Money, DJ
yeah,
G Money.
G Money. Monkey Son.
Oh yeah.
So he told I didn't know which one was Rat. So he's Monkey. His G Money's father's Monkey. So I told G Money, like, you know, ask your father if he knows these people. He's like, yeah. So next time I see him, he sees me. He's like, Fancy. He gives me the tightest hug. He's like, Bernie is your uncle? Yeah. Man, Bernie would terrorize everybody, but he'd give me a break. What? So I know if I throw Bernie out there, people usually go, wait, what? So
you good all over Queens.
Yeah.
You good.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out my aunt Booski in the building too. She was running heavy with my uncles too, all through Hollis, Linden. We really from Linden and 201st, but my uncle Bernie was South Side. And he was all over the place. Yeah.
I know Monk. See, I know Monk for ball, playing ball. You know what I'm saying? I heard his name, but I know him because he ball. You know what I'm saying? He ball. Like, you know, we running out of time. You know, who in basketball? We gonna go back to basketball for a minute, right? No, what? Forget about that, because I was gonna get you an argument with this dude. Who you think the GOAT is? Man, I ain't gonna do it.
Oh man.
Shout out to J.
You're not allowed to say LeBron James.
No.
Go ahead.
I'll go Kobe all the way. He's my GOAT. Kobe's my GOAT all the way. Yeah.
LeBron
LeBron is
right, man.
Hate to say it, his moves in his career has tainted his legacy, I think. And then he's played the longest, so of course he's gonna have he has all these accolades. He played 22 years, so and some of these guys like hit these accolades and only played half of that time. Like he just trumped the scoring title, and it's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. How long did he play?
Yeah.
You know,
I
don't
think he played 22 years. He was up there when he retired.
You know,
Jabbar was up there.
He 70s.
He came in the 70s.
80 what?
He came in the 70s.
Thank
you, Tisha. All right. Yeah. Springfield Park, Saturday, a day in Springfield, June 28th from 12 to 8.
Yes.
All right. You got you, Chucky Chuck.
I can't wait.
All right. He said, "Bring her." He's like, "Hell, Chucky Chuck." That's the
bring her, right? Bring her.
That's the promoter for Springfield for the Springfield Day, right?
I got.
Yeah, he said.
We'll negotiate a fee later. Right?
You heard that, Chuck? Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys for having me.
It was fun. You know, like Kev said, you family, because Tim, they some of the few people we had on here twice.
Yeah,
you know, the only person there.
I knew Tim since high school.
Yeah, you went to August Martin.
He was in high school. Yeah. I didn't go to.
Oh, you didn't go to.
I didn't go to Martin.
Oh,
I went through Adams.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
But we've been playing street ball since that time.
Yeah.
Definitely since the 80s.
Yeah.
Shout out to Buster Bombers.
Sid too.
Yeah.
But Sid was an op.
But I'm gonna tell you, Fancy, That's my hero in basketball. I saw him go up. Everybody went up with him, and he still kept going up. I've never saw that before. I mean, no, I'm not saying it because he's here. I'm saying it because I witnessed it. Yo, this guy just, that's my hero. I mean, you know, they might say some people are better than Kev, but I saw Kev destroy a lot of people. Yeah,
you know.
Period.
I'm gonna ask my father.
Who says who better than me? Who said that? Who said that?
Shout out to Keith.
We're going off the air. We're going to talk next week about this.
Yeah. All right, but thank you for coming. Thanks for coming. Thank you for everybody that tuned in.
Before we, I'm sorry. I want to shout out my niece, my beautiful niece Kaylee, my sister Kiki, my niece Tristan, and my father and my mother's watching. They shout me out. I shouted y'all out. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. My Aunt Booski, my Aunt Renee. Yeah, thank
y'all for tuning in. All right. Every Thursday night, 8:00. That's the future right there.
Thank
you.
Future
and female hip hop right here in the bed.
Get it.
Wanna thank y'all for tuning in. Love y'all, tune in again. Like Steels be saying, tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in to the Legend Edition. I'm singing for playing most supreme right here. 6 feet still can beat the whole damn dream team. With power, I devour any man in my way. Crown Prince of offense.
Thank you.
Yo, when she told me she played basketball.